everyone, my name is Daisha and this is PGL's YouTube channel. Welcome. Today is our Jnotes tutorial, so we're going to hop right in. If you're new, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can stay updated on all things new. So I did a review on the app Jnotes, and now I'm going to be doing a tutorial showing you all of the things that I personally found that you can do within the app. So this is a PDF annotation app, of course, and I am a premium member. To become a premium member to get access to all of the good, awesome features, it is $7.99 for a permanent membership and $5.99 for a year. So for $2 more, you can get access to all of those goodies listed below, and you can see what kind of membership you have by clicking on the picture. I do recommend signing up. You can sign up via Facebook and a couple of other ways, Google, all that jazz. In your settings, you can change your language. You can look at About Jnotes, and this is going to be very useful for you as a beginner because you can call for customer service. They have a phone number. They also have an email that you can email them at and all of that jazz. And they actually are very responsive. I reviewed their app the day before yesterday, and I got a response yesterday. I did put in concern about a couple of features that I was looking for. They seem to be working on the app very vigilantly. I think this app in particular is in connection with a tablet, so they will be updating regularly. In the settings, you can also set up a default note. You can also set up a default color scheme that you want to do, template size, cover, all of that jazz. By clicking on the cover, you can change what kind of cover you want to use, and this is all in the settings. We're not making a note yet. This is just so that you can set up what will show up when you do go to create a note. So you can change up those things. You can bring in a note, not a note, you can bring in a pre-made cover, and that will be one of the options that'll be there for you. And when you click add note, now your new things that you just set up in your settings will be here. So if you hit create, you will see that we have that cover, we have the template we chose, and you see the colors at the top that we chose as well. So your settings will allow you to do that over there. And then for your other settings, they have some control functions that you can do as far as setting up your stuff. You can do your erasers, you can do basically everything that it says here. I'm not going to go through all of these because this is more of a preferential thing, and I personally like the way my settings are, so I don't want to change anything and mess anything up. But if you're really heavy on the Samsung Note, not Samsung Note, but on the little button on your S Pen, then this is going to be a spot for you because you can change what that little clicker does and how many times you click for it to do something, so you have more control over your S Pen via this app. This is what I meant in my group where I said this app is very intuitive, but it's also more suited for the OS that Android runs. So you'll be able to use more of your features, unlike other apps like Penly and Touch Notes. And I'll show you what I mean in the hacks section of the video. You can also create to-do lists within this app, which is great if you're a planner or a student. You can type in a title for your to-do list. You can go ahead and put a little emoji if you want to. You can put a brief description of what that to-do list might entail, which is really nice. And you can also connect it to a note. So if you wanted to check your yearly calendar and you have that on to-do list, you can have that within your note. You can set a time and a date for when you need to do that. As far as it setting off a reminder to you to let you know, hey, go check your calendar, which is great because it'll make you feel like you're using something more intuitive to your phone, like Google Calendar. And when you click on that little icon for the note you chose, it'll open that note right up, which is really useful. I love that they have that to-do list there, and I will definitely be putting it to use. You have feedback, and you also have a common problem button. If you click it, for us beginners, because I think we're all fairly new to this app, you can scroll through and see information on it. Mine was still loading up and being slow, but there are images and moving little GIFs here to show you what it's referring to. So if there's anything that I missed in this video, I recommend you check that out or reach out to the app developers. Now here's the trash bin. If you ever delete an app, go here. It's going to be here, and you can also recover it, or you can go ahead and delete it permanently. I love this because if you ever accidentally hit that button, you don't have to worry because it'll be right there in your trash bin. And if you ever get overloaded in the app, you can dump it out, kind of like GoodNotes. So here is where the syncing comes in. This is why you want to have an actual account here, because if you choose or want to be using this on your phone or any other tablet, then this function is going to be very useful for you because anything that you use, you can sync. Now, I recommend having a home spot or a home place. So for me, I do all of my note taking on my tablet. This is my home spot. This is where all of my notes will stay. On my phone, I will delete a note after I've used it because I will then have to download the new or the updated version of that note that I have put onto my tablet. Now, say if I'm out and about at school or something, which I don't go to school, but let's just say I do, and I'm using my phone, if I update that note in my phone, then I'm going to delete my planner off my tablet and download the new updated planner from my phone into my tablet. So I'm going to show you how that works once this is finished doing. You see the little green thing up there at the top, that little circle. I'm currently waiting for my Bible. It takes a little bit longer. I managed to export it from Penly via a PDF. And so once you've done that, you'll want to hit import backup notes and click on wherever you chose to back up, which is the Drive or Google, whatever it's called, Google Drive or OneDrive. I'm still waiting for mine because you see the thing is there. And I did mine to Google Drive, so I'm just waiting for the little thing to come on, but it did end up working. So it's just finished. And so those are all of the things backed up in there that are Jnotes files. And so I want to bring in my daily planner, and I got to go back because I need to see what the note is called. So it's unnamed. I forgot to name it, but you'll hit import. I don't know what I did wrong here, but it brought in two of the same one. So I'm just going to delete. I think it was a glitch, honestly, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to bring in the one I was wanting to bring in, which is the daily planner, because I have stuff inside of that one from when I was practicing on this app. So I just want to show you how it does sync. So if I click on this, everything that I've done on my tablet is now on the app, which is very convenient and super smooth. Now, is it as convenient as Samsung Notes? No, but it is pretty darn convenient considering, because watch this. So this is my home spot. Like I said, this is where I do all of my editing. So if I draw this little situation here, then I'm going to go out and I'm going to hit that little cloud and it's going to upload the note super fast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete the stuff. That one didn't delete because, like I said, I think it was a glitch where it brought in like a false one and then the real one. So I don't know what happened, but anyways, we're going to go ahead and import the one that we just did. And once we hit import, it's going to bring it in. And once we click on it and we swipe, we now have that line. So that's what I mean by deleting the one that is not your home spot, where you mainly do all your editing. That way you don't have to worry about, well, which one's which and this one's not updated, etc. Now we're going to work on adding folders. You can add a folder, you can name it, and you can drag things into it. Now, I'm pretty sure this probably works the same way as Penly as far as getting the things out of the folder, but I honestly forgot how to do it. And I was trying to figure it out here really quickly, but it is what it is, y'all. I'm sure we can all figure it out and share it in the comment section below, but that's how you'll essentially get things inside of the folder. And you can hit the back button at the top to get back. You can add things continuously within that folder, which is very nice. So you hit back and you're back into your main section, which is cool. You can't edit the way the folder looks like in Touch Notes, but that's okay. I'll live. It's kind of like Penly in that sense. And like I said, this app seems to be updating very fast. You can search your notes as well here, which is really convenient. I accidentally exited out of the app. And then, of course, here, like I said, you can choose where you want your notes to go, whether it's the Drive or, well, OneDrive or Google Drive. They're both called Drive. I don't know why I keep doing that. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the interface, I think. Oh, of course, this is where you go to import PDFs. If you're downloading a PDF from like a purchased item and you download it to your actual, what do you call it? Your actual tablet. That way it can populate here so it's easier for you to find. You can do a quick note, which will just bring this in. And also, which I really did not notice this until after I filmed this, but whenever you make a note in here, whatever your system font is the font that's going to show up on your notes. So I have this like cursive font. I forgot what it's called. I get asked about it quite frequently, but you see now it's the font that's within the actual document here, which is really cool. So now we have this top bar up here, which we're going to work over. I'm actually about to close my pen case. You hit the little X and it goes down there, which is really nice. Okay, so you are going to go over here, and this is going to give you all of your thumbnails and your navigation for adding pages, bookmarks, outlines, searching, merging or importing. All of that stuff is going to be here. You can also create links here, which was actually really interesting. So you can also share and export. You can delete pages. You can move pages by dragging them around. If you hit copy, it's just going to automatically put that page right there. So you don't have to do copy and paste. And of course, like I said, you can drag to rearrange, which is really nice. I mean, you really can't beat that. So with the bookmarking function, let's say that I want to bookmark a page that I've just written on, which I'm going to write on it so you can tell that this is this particular page. Because obviously if I don't put anything there, they're all going to look the same. So let's bookmark this by hitting the little book flag up at the top. And so now we're going to go to our little thumbnail area and click on bookmarks. And now we have this bookmark here, and it takes us directly to the page we just marked up. Outlines function kind of the same, but they're a little bit easier to navigate because you're naming it. So I'm going to name mine, I believe cover, or either I named it marked. So yeah, marked for that page. So if I go here and I go to my outlines, you see that page is titled marked. When I click on it, it takes me to that marked page. So you can do this for your table of contents. You can do it for a lot of different documents. If you don't like the way your planners are linked, you can use outlining instead to help you navigate your planner. If you want to add a page or a different template to this, you can. You can even do vertical and horizontal. So I'm going to turn my pages beige, and then I'm going to go ahead and make mine horizontal by check marking the horizontal. And I think I ended up going with the monthly plan. Yes, I did. And I hit done. And now it's going to import this page behind that. So you can have different orientations within the same document, which I thought was really, really cool. You can also screenshot, like in Touch Notes. I have an eye filter on mine, and so it was screenshotting it, but it was making it yellow. So that's something about that. If you have the eye filter thing, the eye reading thing on, you might want to turn that off if you're going to do a screenshot of the same page, because it, for some reason, does turn it yellow like you saw. And I'm pretty sure if you did it green, it probably would turn out green. I think I have the one that has that yellow tinge. I was testing it out again to see if it would do it again, and it did. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're going to use the screenshot function as a way to cover up text, or basically as a whiteout function. Definitely keep that in mind. If you want to search, you can search text, handwriting, bookmarks, and outlines. So since we just made an outline, I'm going to search marked, since that's our outline. And I'm going to hit it, and there is that page that we did an outline for named marked. So that's very convenient. Of course, we talked about this in the review video, but you can change it into dark mode by hitting that. That is not going to change the actual document itself. It's just going to change the app. And I like to have my toolbar at the top white because it's just really nice. Here goes the filters that I was talking about as to why my screen ended up taking the picture and making it yellow, but I really do like this this on the eyes, and it makes it feel like you've got like a little filter on your planner. I like it. I'll probably end up using it more often than not. And then that button allows you to write with your finger or your pen. You can control it that way. Of course, this is reading mode. This allows you to do hyperlink clicking around if you are in reading mode, which is convenient. You can clear your page. So if I want to clear, let's say if I scribble on here, like any other document, you'll just go over into settings and you'll hit clear page if you don't want to fool around with an eraser and you just want to wipe it out. You can merge documents, which we talked about before, but you can also merge documents from Jnote documents. You see how they have the documents that we made up here, which is really convenient. So say if I have my daily planner and I need 2 pages from there to go in here, I can now select those and add them into my planner here, and boom, I've got pages from another document within Jnotes inside of my planner, which is really cool. I like that a lot. Super a lot. Very, very fun. And now we are going to create a link from that page to another page. So let's put the link here. We're just going to paste it after we've hit create. Now it's got this text here, and maybe you don't want that. So you'll just hit edit and you can turn it whatever color you want. We're going to turn ours white, and then we're going to just select it. It's going to have that little blue button there. And I actually like that because it lets me know where the link is, because last time I think I lost it. So now we're just going to press and boom, we're at that page. So the linking function in here honestly is a little bit better than Touch Notes because of that blue link. You can put a sticker over it, but like maybe leave the link where it's visible. That way you know where it is. That's just only one of the ways you can create a link. You can also create a link with stickers, and it'll be the same way. It's still going to have that wording situation. This is your page navigation, depending on how you want to swipe or scroll or want a continuous scroll. You can share this as a PNG. You can export it. You can replace the template. So if you don't like the cover anymore, you can replace it. Here I'm going to be kind of finicking and messing around and doing stuff. So it's just going to be me rambling for a brief moment here. This app is really, really nice, you guys. There are some things that maybe, you may want, and we'll talk about those, like the shape function. I'm going to let you know right now. No, you can't fill in the shape aside from the transparent. I don't see an option for opaque shapes yet, but I think that that's something that you could easily email them about to reach out for. As far as layering, I'll explain how you can do that. I'm just bringing in a cover because you can bring in covers, and I have plenty of covers in my shop, so I just wanted to see how it would take. You would crop it here. Of course, mine isn't sized for theirs, but it is what it is. I hit done too soon. It wasn't finished loading in, but I'm trying to think of maybe some of the other things that maybe someone mentioned that I know this app doesn't do yet. Oh yeah, so grouping to selecting multiple stickers or images or text to resize is not an option. But if you zoom in really close to the screen and then drag your stickers in, the stickers will come in fairly small. So that's that. I mean, for me, I think I'll probably just write my dates until they do that, because I did let them know that you can't group and resize. But you see, I was able to bring in my cover there. You can change, I guess, the template pages too. I'm pretty sure you can probably bring in your own template by adding it the same way I did the cover. So if you wanted to make one in Canva or something, or Microsoft, I think you can do that. This is where you'll have your color selection, just like Samsung Notes. So if you don't like the presets, you can change them based on the pre-made templates that are in here, or color swatches, excuse me, which is really nice. And there they end up showing up. You can also make your own custom ones down there. I love that they have it segmented off. You have way more room for more colors. I was getting real sick of deleting stuff out of Pinly, so this was actually really nice. Of course, with the sizing, it's the same. You can change the sizing here to write. The writing in here is definitely a lot better than other apps. I feel like this is more true to what I actually write like with a pen. So to me, this one comes right up under Note Shelf. Note Shelf makes my handwriting look even better than my actual writing. This app, I feel like, shows off my actual writing. So it keeps up graphic wise and stroke wise with what my actual handwriting is like, which is nice. Sorry, my battery died there. But the other pen I'm not a fan of, but if you do like hand lettering and things like that, then this is going to matter to you. You turn up the sensitivity as far as your pressure, and I know it's like upstroke is light and downstroke is thick. I don't know, but I'm just showing you, like, it's very it's good. It's good. I mean, I just don't do hand lettering, so I don't really know what I'm doing here, and it looks a hot mess. But, that's an option as far as another pen. Of course, you have the highlighter. You can do straight line highlighting. And let's just talk about the fact that this highlighter can go beneath or above, which makes me happy, just like in Touch Notes. It doesn't stay floating on top of text, which, I mean, my goodness, that really bugs me. I can't stand it when it floats over the text, especially if it's like text within the PDF and you still need to highlight it. I mean, like, how are you supposed to study your school notebooks if it stays on top of the text? So you can go in here and check mark bottom display or top. You can also uncheck the straight line highlighter if you want more of a freehand kind of feel. You cannot change the opacity of the highlighter. I've noticed you can't really change the opacity of anything in here, which, I mean, ultimately it's one of those things. I feel like the highlighter setting is just fine. But it's just something to point out that you can't really do that. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say, but I think I did top display just to kind of show off the highlighter some more. With the eraser, it's pixels, so you can do object erasing, which is going to erase the entire thing, or you can do your pixel eraser, which is just going to give you a more precision style erasing, but you're just erasing the pixels of whatever you've written or drawn on there. So you can choose how you want to do your eraser and your stroke that way. You can also choose what you're erasing. They have an highlighter option only, but I just wanted to tell you, if you do the highlighter as a straight line, it is no longer recognized as a highlighter, so it's not going to erase it. So just kind of keep that in mind. You're just going to have to do your object eraser, and you see how it erased the highlighter, but it didn't erase that straight line highlighter. So you'll just turn that off and just click it while you're in the object eraser, and it'll get rid of it for you. I like the eraser. It's pretty cool, so not bad, excuse me. And then the selection tool is like many other apps. You'll select what you want it to actually select. So whether it's pen, marker, image, or whatever. Now with handwriting, you can resize multiple handwriting. But if it's a sticker, which I'm about to show you in just a second here, it won't for some reason let you do it. But like I said, I reached out to them. So this is something that I think they will bring into a future update. I know based on the reviews on the Play Store that in the most immediate update they're working on currently, they're working on the tabs situation, which I do show you a hack on how you can pull up 2 Jnotes screens. So I'll show you guys that in a moment. But yeah, so you can't resize multiple images and stickers, but you can resize the font. So now we're going to go into our gallery. You can bring in stickers this way, which is really cool, super convenient. Of course, you can do pop-up window and split window and just drag and drop them in. From the gallery, for some reason, I don't know why, but I couldn't bring in multiple stickers from the gallery, but I could bring in multiple stickers from Samsung Notes. Let me know if that's you too. Now to import font is super convenient because it populates all of your font into one location, and you can you can import more than one font at a time. So you can import up to 9 fonts within this app, which is really nice, especially if you are a font collector and you don't feel like trying to import one font at a time, switching from another app to this one. You can bring them all in here, and it's super convenient, super fast. And of course, I think we're all falling in love with the handwriting to text in here because it is just worlds better than Penly, and even better than Touch Notes in my opinion. This one gives you a bigger box to write in, and it's easier to adjust the box when done. It's not super long and awkward. It's just right. You can also do speech to text. It does support it, so you can talk and it will do a little thing here like how it's doing for me as I am talking and saying nonsense, of course. And then when you're done, it will show up on the screen once you do that. And it doesn't show up in a line across the screen. It does it in paragraph style, which I love, because you guys know when you bring in text into like Penly from another program, or you just continuously type without entering, it goes off the canvas to the point where it disappears, which drives me nuts. I can't stand that. To copy text, you will need to be in text mode to copy, because if you do the lasso tool to copy text, it won't work. Now you'll use the lasso tool to copy stickers, and you can be able to paste them that way, and that's how you'll duplicate them the same size. But if you try to do that with text, it won't work. You will have to go into the text tool, hit copy, and then you will hold the button down or just tap the screen until that paste shows up. There it is, and boom, you have that. You can also, once copying the text, drag it from your clipboard over here, which is why I said this app is more tuned to the OS that we're functioning on as far as our tablets, which is really nice. Really, really nice. These are the shapes I think we're looking at now. And this is where I know I've been getting questions. You can change the color of the shape. I don't know where the fill color went when I made my shape. It like disappeared or something. I'm tired, so it could have been me. Play around with that function a little bit more. I'll play with it some more if I figure out more information on it. If I say more one more time. But if I figure out some more stuff on it, I will let you guys know. As of right now, though, with my little tired self filming this, I don't know what happened. No fill color happened for me, but when you draw with the pencil, it does fill it in. You see how it went away? I don't know, you guys. I just simply don't know. Maybe it was something I did, but you can change the color by selecting it. You just can't do like an opaque fill, which I'm sure, like I said, if you email them about it, then they'll fix it. So just give them some time. What did I end up doing here? I think I was trying to still figure out the fill color thing, because like I said, I'm really tired. So I'm just like, what's going on? Like, where the heck did it go? Because it like was there and then it completely disappeared. It's just ridiculous. So now I'm showing you how when you draw a circle, it fills it in. So if you want to fill it in like how you like to maybe do like your color blocking, you will just need to thin out the line to the shortest setting of the 0.1, and then you won't really see the line because it's super thin. So I'm going to show you here what I mean. So say like, hold on, I'm just shifting this around, being extra. I don't know what that was supposed to do at all, like at all. But and once again, I think I got lost with my own mental space here. Okay, so we're just going to once again draw in a very thin 0.1 line a rectangle around this rectangular thing, and we're going to edit the shape to where it's pretty much lined up with this. And I think I ended up playing with this a little too much. I can't remember. No, it actually worked out. So there you go. See? So it's like you can highlight your color blocking and you can barely see that very thin line. So if that thickness line situation bothers you, just do it that way. And then this is just the convert to text button. So if you wrote a whole bunch of notes and you just want to convert it all at once, then just hit the A at the top and it'll convert any text. You can record notes right now, recording, and then you'll hit stop, which I figured that out within this video. You'll hit stop, drag down, and you can listen to it. You can share it. You can save it to local, as meaning you save it to your device, or you can just delete it, but you need to select it to delete it by hitting edit and then hit delete. But you can also go to the drop down 3 dots and hit delete there too. Look, we all have moments. This is the stickers. They don't have it where you can add your own stickers in here yet, but since they have this, I'm pretty sure, like I said, that they will eventually add the function where you can add stickers. At this point in time, I honestly don't care for that function because I like to store my stickers in Samsung Notes. So that to me just kind of really doesn't matter. Another thing is that if you scroll down of your little thingy up here, you'll notice a Jnotes capture. This is a very cool tool because you could take a picture of anything you're looking at on your screen. Like say I want a picture of this calendar and I hit check mark and I hit start now. If I go into Jnotes, I now have a picture of what I just took. Look at that. How flipping cool. We're getting into the hacks section of the video, by the way. So this is going to be more about some of the fun hacks you can do. Now, another thing you can do is you can do the Jnotes screenshot thing also in the internet. Sorry, my words just went crazy. Like I said, I'm tired, y'all, I'm tired. But you can take a screenshot the same way like we just did via the Jnotes thing, which is cool. And boom, go in there and you got a picture. That was a video though, so it was moving when the picture caught and I got these weird looking warped smiley faces, but yes, so super cool. Another thing that you can do, which I love, is if you're in here, copy images. Like if you just want to collect a bunch of inspiration, go to like Pinterest and just copy a bunch of images by holding it down until that little drop down menu comes, scroll, hit copy image. Do the same thing for multiple images if you just want to have a bunch of really cute little aesthetic images in your planner or on your notes, or if you need to collect some information via images, if there's graphs. And then what you'll do is you'll slide your clipboard over and drag and drop all of those images you just copied into your notes. How flipping convenient is that? It works with our OS, you guys, so we can actually enjoy some of the fun features that our Samsung tablet has within this app. I love this so much. And you can also do this for text, and it's not going to bring your text in one straight line. That bothered me so much, especially when I would do my Bible studies. So if I'm copying like a commentary like this one here, if I drag it in here, it's going to come in as a small box. Once I select that small box and drag it down, there's the commentary. I can stretch it out. I can make it skinny. I can change the font. It's not off the canvas though, where I have a hard time selecting all of it. And I can easily just change the font by clicking a font of choice, not selecting all the font and then changing it. It just knows intuitively that I'm talking about that, which is really nice. And you can, of course, change the color too, move it around, and boom. So you can drag and drop text and pictures that you've copied from the internet from there, which is really nice. Let's talk about cropping. So you can do the standard box crop or you can do freehand. I am a little bit of a perfectionist, but I had to hurry up. I was like, Daisha, don't sit up here trying to actually follow these lines. But the freehand is very good. Like, it's not sloppy by any means. You can really get in there and get a nice sticker if you want to cut out some images or something like that. It's really, really nice. Like, I really like it, and I'll probably end up using it a lot more than not, especially since I'll be using my digital planner for social media and work. So I'm going to need a lot of inspiration and things like that. Now, if you want to take a picture with your tablet, I'm going to show you another cool hack. You can take this and take a little square. Say if I want to take a picture of the book and show of the month that's on my little wallpaper here, and I'll hit done. We're not going to save it or download. We're going to pin it to the top by hitting that button, and then we're just going to drag it down into the app. Okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. I'm sorry. That's just so cool. Like, I love that. I've been wanting to use that feature, but no other app would support it. It was really irking me. But this app supports that, which really makes me happy. Like, yes, that means you can use the circle cut and all those other fun shapes to cut that the clipboard area has to do that, which is really cool. I'm sorry. I got really, really like, woo. So here's the way that you'll be able to do the drop. The split screen with Jnotes, because as you see, I was honestly getting irritated because I had accidentally done it one day, and I was like, now how the heck did I get that split screen to work? And it still would not let me do it. I tried it in multiple different ways. I was like, okay, maybe if I do it this way, and you see how there is no Jnotes here, like that's showing all of my apps, like all of them that support split screen. And so the way that I ended up having to do it, because it just wasn't working for me. As you see, I tried, is, hold on, I think I tried one more thing before I gave up, because I'm very much one of those people where I'll just press stuff and see like what will work. Yeah, like I said, they're working on the tabs function. That's another update that they said that they're working on currently, which will allow you to have the same note open in a tab within the app. So they're working on that. But in the meantime, open up your keyboard, go to gifts, select a gift, and you'll notice that it pops you into another Jnotes. Now you have two Jnotes open. Click it, open in split screen, and then hit that Jnote over there. Now you have two Jnotes open. Whew, Jesus. Okay, now you cannot drag and drop across these screens, but you can copy and paste. So if I go, you see, it won't let you drag and drop. But if you hit copy and then you hit paste, it'll let you do it. Which, give me a second, because I had to open the lasso tool and it was still acting crazy. And there we go, paste. So you can copy and paste things like text from across the board if you need to look at multiple things. But like I said, they're working on tabs based on their reviews and their responses to people. They're working on the whole split screen and having multiple of the same thing open. So just be patient with them there. They don't seem to have a drag and drop from within this app at all. So I would not be looking for them to add that within that particular update. But if they do, that will be really, really exciting. We're going to close that out. And now we're going to do Samsung Notes. So as I mentioned in the review, you can bring in multiple images at once. Now, this is what I mean by sizing. So if you are just hell-bent on using date dots, which I am personally, I love date dots, but you know, you can't resize multiple things at once in here, which at this point I'm like, I guess I'm just going to be writing my dates. In the new planner, though, for those of you who are here from my planner folk, I dated the months, so there's that. See how you zoom in and it makes those stickers smaller. So based on the scale of your document at the time, when you drag and drop, the sticker will shrink. Now, this may not do much for date dots, but I mean, that's something to think about when you're talking about other stickers. If you don't want to have to try to resize them all at once, then just bring them in, zoomed in all at once, and work with them from there until they do add that function. Whenever they do. Like I said, I did mention this in my review, and they said that they will add it to their feedback. If you guys want to shoot them an email, that would be, you know, something to do too. What do I end up doing next? Oh yeah, I clear the page because obviously that was a whole bunch of stuff on that one page. It was kind of ridiculous. Let's see here. This video is almost over. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I was able to update this on my phone really quickly. You guys see, if I go here and I go to import, that same one that we just worked on. If I hit import, It was giving me a little something, something. You see it downloading, and boom. There it is, and all the craziness that we just did is inside. My hand just touched my tablet, but yeah, there's all the stuff we just did inside of there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. I personally think this app is fabulous. I think it does everything that I would want it to do. So yes, I am still going to be using this app. I'm actually going to be using it for my November setup. So if you want to see an action, then definitely check it out. Thank you again so much for watching my channel. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and share. And I will see you all next time. Bye. Oh, and what was I going to say? Oh, shoot, whatever. Bye.